In today's video, I'm going to show you how to create and customize key performance metric dashboards inside Trello, using the native dashboard view to track your operations workflows. Trello is often thought of as just a simple to-do list app, but its built-in analytics tools are surprisingly powerful for visualizing progress and spotting bottlenecks across your boards. If you find this helpful, please like and subscribe, and let's get started. Whether you're completely new to Trello or you've been using it for a while and want to level up how you track your work, this method is going to be a real game changer. We're focusing specifically on the native dashboard view, which means you don't need any third-party integrations or paid power-ups just to see how your team is performing. The key here is that this tool works directly on whatever board you already have set up. So if you've got an operations board for content production, customer support tickets, or product development sprints, you can pull meaningful numbers out of it in just a few clicks. No complicated formulas or external spreadsheets required. Let's start with the first step. Open up your operations board and look at the top left corner of your screen. There's a view switcher up there, and by default, it's probably set to board, which is the familiar Kanban-style layout with columns and cards. Click on that view switcher, and you'll see a drop-down menu with other view options like timeline, calendar, and of course, dashboard. Go ahead and select dashboard from that list. This switches your entire view from the card layout to a blank analytics workspace. Trello automatically generates this view based on all the cards currently on your board, so there's no manual data entry needed. It's a live snapshot that updates in real time as you move cards, change due dates, or reassign members. Now that you're in the dashboard view, you'll notice that Trello has already done some of the heavy lifting for you. By default, it creates 4 starter chart tiles: cards per list, cards per due date, cards per member, and cards per label. These are your instant analytics windows. The cards per list tile, for example, shows you how many cards sit in each column of your board, which is incredibly useful for seeing if the work is piling up in a specific stage of your workflow. The cards per due date tile gives you a quick look at upcoming deadlines and overdue items. Each of these tiles is interactive, so you can hover over the bars or sections to see exact numbers. Trello does a great job of surfacing these standard metrics right away because they're relevant to almost any type of project. You don't have to configure anything to get this information, which is perfect for a quick pulse check on your board's health. Here's where the real customization comes in, though. You're probably going to want to visualize this data in a way that makes sense to your team, not just in the default format. So take a look at the top right corner of any chart tile. You'll see a small button with 3 dots, often called the overflow menu. Click that, and a drop-down appears with several options, including the ability to change the chart type. You can switch between a bar graph, a pie chart, or a numerical counter. Each type tells a different story. Bar graphs are great for comparing quantities across lists or members. Pie charts show you proportions at a glance, which is useful when you want to see the percentage of tasks in each stage. The numerical counter is the simplest option. It just shows a single number for the selected metric, like the total count of cards that are overdue. Play around with these a little to find the visual that helps your team make decisions the fastest. A common pitfall I see is people sticking with the default bar chart, when a simple counter would actually give them a more immediate answer. Now, the pre-built tiles are a great starting point, but you might have specific metrics that matter more to your unique operations workflow. This is where the dashboard view really becomes powerful. Scroll to the very bottom of your dashboard, and you'll see a button that says plus add a tile. Click that. A panel opens up allowing you to create a completely custom chart from scratch. Here you can define exactly what you want to measure. For operations work, some of the most useful KPIs might be cards tagged with a specific label, like urgent or blocked, or cards assigned to a particular member to track individual workload. You can also filter by due date ranges or specific list names. The beauty of this custom tile is that it pulls from the same live data as the default tiles, but it lets you zoom in on the exact slice of information that drives your operational decisions. For instance, if your team has a weekly cycle, you could create a custom counter that shows only cards with due dates in the current week. That gives you a real-time sprint progress bar without any extra setup. As you add these custom tiles, remember that you can drag and drop them anywhere on the dashboard to arrange your layout. You might want to put your most critical KPI at the top left, so it's the first thing you see when you open the view. And just like the default tiles, each custom tile also has that same chart type switcher in its overflow menu, so you can tweak its visualization after you've defined its data source. A best practice here is to keep your dashboard focused on no more than 6 to 8 tiles. Too many can become visual noise, and you'll lose the quick insight that makes dashboards so valuable. Also, make sure every tile has a clear, specific purpose. If you find yourself creating a tile out of curiosity with no immediate decision tied to it, consider leaving it out for now. To bring it all together, you now have a fully customized operations dashboard inside Trello that updates automatically as your team moves cards and completes tasks. You started by switching to the dashboard view from the view switcher, then familiarized yourself with the 4 default tiles that Trello provides. You learned how to change their chart types to bar graphs, pie charts, or numerical counters to better suit your reporting style. And finally, you added your own custom metric tiles to track the priority KPIs that matter most to your specific workflow. The real power here is that you never have to leave Trello to get status reports. You can check this dashboard daily during stand-ups or weekly reviews, and you'll always have an accurate, real-time picture of your operations. If you found any value in today's video, hitting that like button is a small gesture that makes a huge difference in helping others find our content. We're always looking to grow, so please drop a note in the comments. Whether it's a specific part you enjoyed or a suggestion on how we can level up our production. We read every single one, and your feedback directly shapes what we build next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.